Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to error analysis course. Inshallah, in this course we will look at errors and mistakes differently. Okay, so on this particular meeting, inshallah, we'll focus a little bit on mistakes. Instead of being afraid of mistakes, we will learn from them. Because mistakes are not failure, they are proof that learning is happening. So you don't need to be perfect to succeed in English. To master English, you don't need to be perfect. The thing that you need is to be aware of your patterns and willing to improve step by step. So inshallah, throughout the whole semester, we will analyze real errors, understand why errors and mistakes happen, and we will practice correcting them in a supportive environment, of course. So stay relaxed, and the most important thing is be honest to yourself and be brave enough to grow through your mistakes. So welcome to our first meeting of error analysis course. Okay, now before we go any further, I want you to pause for a moment and reflect honestly. Are you afraid of making mistakes in English? Maybe, you feel nervous when speaking. Maybe you worry about grammar when writing, for example. Maybe you stay silent because you don't want to say something wrong. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. Almost every language learner has felt this way at some point, even I myself. But here is something important to understand, everyone. Fear of mistakes can slow down your progress, to be honest. When we are too focused on being perfect, we stop experimenting. And when we stop experimenting, what happens? We stop growing. So, on this good occasion, I would like to invite you to be honest with yourself, not to judge yourself, but to understand yourself. Okay? Take a few minutes now, write down your answer. Why do mistakes make you uncomfortable? What exactly are you afraid of? Awareness is powerful. When you can name your fear, you can begin to overcome it. So please pause this video and write your reflection. And don't forget to send it to me directly, to my WhatsApp number, your answer. It will be part of your final score for today. Well, thank you for your reflection. Now let's change how we see mistakes. So many people think mistakes mean failure. Okay, but in language learning, mistakes mean growth. So mistakes show that your brain is trying something new. And think about how children learn to speak. They make any mistakes, but that's how they improve, the children. So the same applies to you. The same applies to all of us. So from today, instead of asking, why did I fail? So try asking, what is this mistake teaching me? Okay? So in this course, inshallah, we will look at errors and mistakes calmly and professionally, not emotionally, not fearfully. Okay? So yeah, let's continue. So what is error analysis? Okay, so we are going to talk about the concept of our course, error analysis. Error analysis is the process of, studying mistakes to understand learning, of course. So it helps us see what you already know. That's very important. And also what you are still developing, what you are still improving in your learning process. And Of course, we don't study error analysis to blame. We study errors to improve. So in this course, you will learn how to look at mistakes like language investigator professionally. So because once you understand your errors, your mistakes, you gain control over your progress, inshallah. So why do errors happen or mistakes happen? This question is also very important, everyone. First, there are some factors. First is English, of course, different from your first language. So in this case, your first language is Bahasa Indonesia or Indonesian. So these two languages, English and Indonesian, English and Bahasa Indonesia are totally two different languages. You know, so your brain naturally uses pattern from what you already know. In this case, Bahasa Indonesia. And second, you are still developing your language system because learning is a process, not an instant result. And next, the third, you are experimenting. And experimentation always includes mistakes. Errors, mistakes are not random. They happen for reasons. And when we understand those reasons, improvement becomes easier. Remember, mistakes, errors are not accidents, they are part of development. Now it is time to look at your own learning. Okay, I would like you to identify five common mistakes you often make in English. So okay, you write down, okay, in this case, 3 grammar errors you often make. Okay, and then 2 vocabulary errors you often make, and total 5 errors. Please write it down. Okay, so you don't need to write it down in your notebook, and please use your WhatsApp and send it to me today. This is part of your score today. Okay, and please be honest. It is not about being perfect, but it is about becoming aware. Write your 5 mistakes again clearly. Send it to me today, and you don't need to correct them yet. Okay, just identify them and take your time. Okay, now that you have reflected on your own mistakes, on your own errors, and let's practice analyzing errors together. Look at the sentences on this slide carefully. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences, right? So your task is simple. Identify what is wrong and correct what is wrong of those sentences from those sentences and correct each of the sentence. Don't be rushed. Try to think about why the error happens. Is it the verb tense, subject-verb agreement, vocabulary form, or whatever? And then write your corrected sentences. You may do it on your notebook, and you may do it on WhatsApp. And the most important thing is please send your answer to me today. And just take your time. You may pause the video and complete the task or the assignment before moving on. So the thing that you need to remember is you are not just correcting, but you are training your analytical skills as well. Okay, submit your correction today, right? Can be via can be by writing down on your notebook, or can be by typing it on your WhatsApp and send it to me. It will be your score today. Okay. Okay, this is our class agreement. Okay, in our class, in our course, we should agree. We have to agree that we respect mistakes. We do not laugh at mistake or at errors. You You don't laugh or make fun of the errors or mistakes. And of course, we help each other to grow. We focus on improvement, not perfection. So error analysis requires honesty and courage. Okay, that means that we must build a safe learning environment together. Okay, oh, there is homework. Okay, uh, so there's your homework. There's your homework. Please, the deadline is on Wednesday, February the 19th. So today is Monday. Okay, 3 days. Okay, 3 days. Please submit it by Wednesday. Um, okay, at by 11 by 11 p.m. By 11 at night, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, today we didn't study complicated grammar rules. We didn't study complicated error analysis. Instead, we changed something more important, our mindset. So please remember this: mistakes are teachers. Errors, mistakes are teachers in our life, and more specifically in our language learning journey. And awareness leads to improvement. Okay, growth happens step by step, okay, like a ladder. So next week we will explore an important questions. Inshallah, we'll go to the next week. Inshallah, we'll go to the next material. We will mainly talk about the difference between error and mistake. Inshallah. So thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.